Hello, how you doing? I was just making it a little brighter in here, and I'm just gonna sage this space real quick. How you doing tonight? It's friggin' weird energy out there, like last few days. So that's why I decided to do a love reading today. Plus, hello to whoever joined. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. So I am deciding to a little for myself. I'm just gonna do a general energy love reading here for October, today through the 31st. Um, I know there's been like some, like, I don't know, like weird energies like here and there. And then with the Aries new, or I'm sorry, full moon, we have a lot of like, there's a lot of fire energy in the air, which makes you want to like take action and stuff like that. Oh, hold on, let me turn this off here. I don't want the ringer on. Okay. So yeah. Um, so besides that, um, just so you guys know, I did finally get my deck of Oracle cards published. Um, there's 78 cards. But yeah, they are based on like my artwork, life experiences. They're all my photographs and yada yada yada. You can use them by themselves or with other decks. All the information, if you do want the deck, is in the description box below. I really love the way they work, like with other cards. It's really pretty cool. So, first of all, let me call in my archangels, spirit team, fairy guides, ancestors, Takumi Shahira. Okay, please come into the space and protect us with your divine light. Okay, and so what do we got going on here for love reading for I'm gonna say general energies, okay, not sign specific, anything like that. But my readings usually end up being like soulmate, divine partnership, twin flame type readings. Not always, but they usually kind of gravitate towards that way. And plus, I just kind of like pick up on those kinds of energies. So, okay, so what deck do we want to start with today? Okay, they're telling me start with the fairies. Okay, so I'm starting with my fairy oracle. I usually put the decks in the description box below as well. If there's something I didn't include, geez, there's something I didn't include, you can go ahead and like message me. You can find me on Facebook under Goddess to Goodness. And you can message me there. I'm on Instagram, Snapchat too. But yeah, so or you can just, my email address and all that's in the description box below. Personal readings and all that jazz. If you want to book one, just go ahead and message me and we'll set up an appointment for you. And okay, so Spirit, what do we have going on for general love reading? Okay, so they're telling me to ask for current masculine energy. So current masculine energy. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, and how you guys all doing out there? It's freezing cold and it's been raining here all day in Buffalo. So like, I don't know, it's really starting to feel like October. I don't know if I'm super ready for Halloween, but I'm not super ready for this like crazy cold weather. Shit. Like my feet are already freezing. I've turned up the heat like to 70 already. So yeah. Okay. Okay, so current and yeah. Okay. So spirit, and let me get current feminine energy, please. Current feminine energies. What do we got here? Oh, wow, we got a bunch. Okay. 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 And then, okay. So, oh, and they're telling me to pull one more. So cut and pick. Okay. 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 So for current masculine energy here, okay, what I'm getting here is, all right, So we have ecstasis. All right. And then we also have the sun card here as well. Okay. So and this card here, guys, ecstasis, this usually means like um ecstasy or joy. Hey, Beyonce, how you doing, honey? Um it's usually like ecstasy, and ecstasy doesn't mean just necessarily like sexual, although I mean it can, it's however it resonates for you. Um but this is usually something where it's like full of it's a feeling of being like full of joy, or like knowing where the joy lies. Okay. And whatever this is for masculine is they see the sun with this, they feel like ecstasy in whatever they're looking at. And with this card here, I get that they are looking at their feminine like this. Okay. And now this is however it resonates, guys. You guys could be together, you guys could be in separation. But we'll get more into it. Like I'll get more information as we go along. But for right now, the masculine knows like where that sunny, joyful energy lies. The sun also represents like the warmth. Okay, like feeling warm under the sun is the message that I'm getting. Okay, but then we also have this feeling of being um like he's not, it's like being apprehensive or something like that, because it's like kind of relying on like outside factors. It's like not looking into his intuition. And then we have this card here, which is like, um, I guess it would be equivalent to like the Emperor in tarot, but this is like somebody who's truly in tune with their intuition, their like balance, their balance in like their heart, their mind. Um, we definitely have an energy here of the masculine, like not being balanced. He's like seeing this like beautiful like ecstasy and this like sunny energy, this warm, like loving, um nurturing, creative, like all flowing, like everything's possible energy. And it's like he's looking on, like looking at his feminine, looking at his counterpart. Okay, but there's this like energy of being like, well, yeah, like kind of guarded, but it's like not really like listening to like what your insight, like what your guts are saying. Okay, it's he wants to maybe like step into this or like offer this to his counterpart, but there's definitely this feeling of like kind of like not knowing what to do. Like I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not like not trusting. Okay, not not that he doesn't trust his feminine, but it's like not trusting the situation, not trusting what he feels. Okay. Yeah, and I definitely get a lot of throat chakra activity. The last few days, I've literally been like, had a like felt like I had a cold, like sinus. It's not, but it's I definitely get this feeling that there's like serious like ascension energy going on, or like spiritual awakenings. There's like emotional purges going on. I had one like a few days ago, and like the after effects, like I woke up today with like the worst sinus headache. It's just I'm just now starting to like feel better, or like more like human. Um, so for feminine, we have list of the shadows. So this is like definitely something that's coming out of the shadows for the feminine. Um, okay, what I get with this card here, the Pook, this is definitely a message of okay, how do I want to say this? It's definitely a message that is for the feminine. There is like something going on to where maybe like certain actions or a certain situation or a certain okay, perception is being like given to you, and I almost feel like it's being given to you like by the divine, because it's meant to trigger you. It's meant to bring something that is like in the shadow, like shadow side, or like something that maybe like needs healing still, or needs healing like to be even like acknowledged to be healed. Okay, this could be like something where you feel like you've done work on it and you feel like you're pretty good, but I feel like definitely there's something, some kind of perception like coming up here where it's like causing like a trigger and it's forcing you to look at something in a different way. Okay. I definitely, yeah, because we have this card here, which normally represents like it could be like illusion, delusion, it could be like lust, it could be um like projection, like projecting something onto somebody else. But because it's in reverse, what I'm getting here is it's like this isn't something that's being like projected. It's not like your mind is overworking and you're like perceiving something in a false way. I just feel like I feel like whatever has come up, okay? Because again, something has come up, all right, and it's like come up out of like like the like what we call like shadow work or something like that. But it's like coming up, something's coming up to be healed, okay? And it's definitely like looking at something like in a totally new, like a totally different perception, and it's like being like manifested that way in order to like make this come up. And this could be like something that's like really dark deep, like in the recess, like I said, I'm getting the feeling something you didn't know needed to be healed, something you thought was like just like really long gone, and it's just like this recent energy of like kind of this coming up. And again, I'm going to get more information on all of these, but this is just like the news headline, and then we kind of get more into like deep into the story. So we next have the singer of courage. So again, I feel like while this is coming up for feminine, and again, this is not something that is like an illusion, a delusion. Like there is something directly that has like come up for you, whether it's like like something that was like said or not said, or something that was done or not done. But like some certain type of situation where you're like, maybe before you kind of thought like you were okay with it, or, but I feel like there's definitely a new like level of like, wait, no, wait, I'm looking at this like totally different now. Like there's something I'm just seeing totally different, but it's like causing this, uh, like, it's like creating this energy of courage. And like courage isn't, when we talk about courage, it doesn't mean that you're not frightened or that you're not scared or that you're not like, taken aback. It just means that you're going to like delve into it and like examine it regardless. And you're going to look at it almost from like a new point of clarity. Okay. But like you're really going to like delve into it, and like you're really going to um go deep into that. Okay, so then we have the friends here. Now, with this card, this is like an energy of like two people. It's like a symbiotic relationship. So it's like where, this guy in the bottom might have, you know, um, like really fast little legs or whatever. This guy on the top does not, but he helps him out by like carrying the light, and then like vice versa, right? So I really feel like this is something where it's um okay, I'm getting like two things here. It's either where like you maybe like you were talking with like a couple of friends of yours or something like that, and somebody just said something that like triggered this like, wow, like holy shit, I'm looking at this in a completely different way. Like it was just something that was like um you know uh like I feel like it was like just like there like literally to like help you exactly when you needed it, even though you didn't maybe know that you needed the help, or it was just something that was. And this could also be like um this could actually be like with the masculine, okay, where it was like they did or said something, and it like literally took you out of this like it's not like you're being disillusioned or like you have illusions, or it's not like you're projecting something. It was like literally like brought up And I almost feel like I'm hearing divine guidance. It was like something that was like literally orchestrated in order for it to like resurface and make you like really like look at it in a different way, because what this card actually represents is like shape shifting. So this could have been like something where you perceived it really like completely in one way before, but then like whatever this was kind of like brought it up for you, where like you're seeing it in this like whole new light. And it's like you may have been under the illusion or something, or the perception that like you healed this already, or that it didn't bother you, or it didn't affect you, or like you were just so mature, like it just doesn't. And it like that actually has nothing to do with it. It's just like literally whatever this was, you were like, whoa, holy shit, this like literally like flew out of like the recesses of like your soul, in order for you to like really examine it and like look at it at a different way. But I feel like it's almost like something like where you went through it or are going through it, and it's almost like being grateful. You know what I mean? You're like, wow, I'm like really grateful that this came up, because like I really had no idea that this affected me in such a way. That kind of thing here. So, okay, Spirit, what deck do you want me to use? Next, we're going to go into the Energy Oracle. And this isn't going to be a super long reading, guys, because like I said, I had like crazy sinus today, and like my throat is like real scratchy. Um, but yeah, I've been having that for like the last week. So I feel like there's somebody wants to talk, or like has a lot to say, or there's a lot to talk about maybe. Um, but okay, so what do we want here? Give me, excuse me, Spirit. Let me have the three cards for masculine here. What's going on with the masculine here? Let me have like three main energies for masculine here, please. Two more. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Okay. So, all right. So right off the bat, okay, we have the sixth chakra opening up. Okay. So this is something where like I think for like masculine, yeah, and then excuse me. I think for masculine, this is like very much a thing. Okay, so this to me says it's like a realization. Okay, so he may have been like disillusioning himself previously, like, you know, whether maybe he's like in a relationship, maybe he was in a relationship, maybe you guys are separated, maybe you guys are together and he just wasn't like really like seeing the true nature of like who his counterpart is. But it's literally like he has like it's like his crown, it's like the all-knowing. Okay, so what I'm getting here is it's like his actually, I'm sorry, third eye is opening up here, and it's like he's seeing things like in a totally different way, instead of like looking at things like in the physical, like through or like with his mind, you know, like very like intellectual, logical. It's like there's this sense of like knowing, like it's like that knowing, you know, like your third eye opening up. So it's like the spiritual knowing. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. It's a spiritual knowing that like his joy, like he's knowing like where the ecstasy and the joy and like the abundance of spirit exists. He's like beginning to realize, or beginning to like see or be aware of like where this like warm sun energy is. Like he wants to like be in the sun, you know, like he wants to be warm and in the sunlight, and like um you know, feeling like that warm nurturing energy of the sun, because he knows that that's where like joy, like pure joy, pure ecstasy exists. Okay. It's like this, I there was a way I was gonna word it. It's like the secret of his soul is like what I'm being told to say for some reason. It's the secret of his soul. Okay. And then here, yeah. So right under like I said, I feel like this is how he's kind of like perceiving like his counterpart, his feminine. He's like looking like almost like, again, it's not like a logical thinking. Okay. This is more of like it's I wanna say, like, soul searching, but it's almost not even, like, soul searching, it's, like, almost like receiving, like, downloads, like, from the universe, like, I really get this energy of just, like, really, like, just taking it in. He's actually, like, seeing his counterpart for, like, who she really is, and when I say he and she, it's just however it resonates, guys, it's just energy, so, it's not gender specific, just throwing that out there. But okay, yeah, so I really feel like with all these, like, downloads and things that he's getting, he feels like that there's this, like, level of deceit, like, I feel like it's like he's realizing that, like, maybe he was deceiving himself, and, like, not seeing the value with his counterpart, um, and it could be that he had been deceiving his counterpart in some way, um, it could be that he may have been deceiving others in relation to this, um, but I really get right off the bat that this is, like, almost like this whole time he's been, like, living in deceit of himself, like, he's not, like, allowed himself to really see, like, the true beauty and the true nature of, like, who this person is and, like, what it means to him, how it makes him feel, okay? Um, the next card I get here is, like, attachment. So and it's in reverse, so what I'm getting is, like, yeah, the masculine is, like, really, like, like, realizing, like, that, like, he's been, like, deceiving himself, again, maybe deceiving others, maybe deceiving his, feminine counterpart, um, and because of that, and because he's like seeing this now with his third eye, okay, he's like kind of releasing the attachment he has to like the physical, the logical, maybe like what he was like taught was important in a relationship, or maybe like letting go of like, who he thought he had to be. Yeah, and this could also be like releasing attachment to like certain beliefs, like, oh, like your intuition, like, what are you crazy? Oh, like the things people say to like deter things like that. You know what I mean? To like really like downplay like intuition. So like, oh no, like you're just crazy. You really don't feel that way. Like you're just like missing something, or oh no, like she's not good for you, you want to do this, or like maybe I'm supposed to do A, B, and C, or like whatever it is. But I really feel like he's like releasing the attachment to that. And then in this card, she's taking off this mask. So yeah, I really feel like even though he is maybe not used to using his intuition, because there's like one eye like open like that, I feel like he's actually like beginning to use his intuition because again, his third eye's opening up here and he's like really seeing like where like where the sunlight and the pure joy lies, okay? He's really seeing like who that's with. And so it's like he's taking baby steps to like step into that intuitive guidance, okay? Because I feel like this is like what he wants. He really wants to like be this, you know, um, like beautiful, like stable, protective, like self-assured, like man, okay? He wants to feel like sexy, confident, like he can like, like walk in and just like steal the show for his counterpart, you know what I mean? But he's letting go of the attachment of the things he was like deceiving himself with. And I really feel like the things he was deceiving himself with were like like physical in the material world, or like things like beliefs people had like maybe like put on him in the past. Okay, so spirit, can I please have 3 cards for feminine here, please? 3 cards for feminine. 2 more. 1 more, please. 1 more card for feminine. Oh, we got 2 more. Okay, so for feminine, oh, isn't that interesting? Wow. Okay, so for feminine, what comes in is the thinking man. Okay, so again, I really feel like this is like what this card represents is, um, it can represent like like a man coming into your life or who stepped into your life or has maybe approached you. This could be like your masculine, but it's like he approached you in a way that is like, and if he didn't approach you, it's like he's going to, or he's like thinking about it, but it's like he's now looking at things like in a whole new way. It's not like he's just charging in with like, you know, like that wand energy, like it's like he's literally like thinking about where the power lies, okay? Because if you see there, he has this crystal in his hand and he's like really intent on looking at it, but it's like almost like he's like focusing in on its power and like what like actually like trying to like understand like, well, okay, like this is something I may have never like been into, or I maybe have never like done or whatever, but like, wow, this is like really interesting. And I'm like actually going to like look into this new thing, or I'm going to look at this thing, like whatever it is, I'm going to look at the situation in a new way. But like, it's actually where instead of just acting impulsively and whatever, this is like almost like being considerate and being like thoughtful. Okay. I really get this energy of, yeah, it's like maybe he has approached you and like he seems like different or like more mature. He could be coming in to approach you this way. Um, and last message I'm getting is this could actually be like you feminine, but like maybe like you're stepping into your masculine energy a little bit. And like again, with whatever this is that came up, you're seeing it in a new way. So maybe you're actually like looking at it in like a more logical way. Like you're not like it's not something that like you're overly emotional about or whatever. So take that how it resonates. But like I said, I'm gonna get more details on this stuff anyways in a second. So the next card to come up for feminine is the World. So it's actually like the feminine, like seeing like I feel like for the first time, like again with this new perception and like whatever came out of the shadows that like maybe came out to be healed, which allowed you to do like look at things with a new like in a new light. Okay. And again, like I said, it's like something like you're grateful for. You're like grateful this came up because you're like, wow, had I stayed holding on to this, my world would have seemed so much smaller. Okay. Like it's almost like your horizons got bigger. That's really the feeling I'm getting here is like, um, it's almost like this person was like looking out into this, like sea or whatever, and like they're looking at all these lotuses and whatever, and like the darkness here and like the horizon. But then it was like something kind of like shifted, and they like looked up and they were like, oh my goodness, like wow, it's like this whole like this it's like this whole like bright world. And yeah, so if you look at the world here, half of it is cast in shadow, the other half is like bright. So I really feel like um maybe it was something where like feminine had been like seeing the dark side of it or something, or like the darker side of things. And when I say dark, it just means like in shadow. Do you know what I mean? Like you're just like maybe there was something you weren't sure about. There could be like something that like you didn't know like what was going on, or maybe the other energy I'm getting with this is like it was definitely something where you were like almost waiting for the world to turn or something. Like what is it like I'm not doing? um Hi Jay, how you doing? Yes, I do personal readings all the time. So today is just going to be a general for like the general like collective or whatever. You can book a personal reading. The information is in the description down below. Message me and we could set up a time. You can email me at goddess2goodness at gmail.com, or you can like message me on Facebook, Instagram. But I would love to do a love reading for you. Absolutely. So yeah. So, and like right now I'm actually like just doing a special where um full love readings are starting. Like I'm doing a special where they're just like $40. Okay. They get pretty intensive. So like I would set aside like an hour for that. Yeah. Typically when I do these, like tonight I was just kind of like called on to do this. Or if you want to like hang out to the end of this video, um And like if you really like are in that like energy where you like need something today, we can like figure something out, and maybe I can just do like a quickie one for you for like 20 bucks or something. Um so you just let me know, like if you need it like today, like right now, and you just need something quick, stick around to the end of this, and then we'll work something out. And like I said, I'll just do like, a basic reading for you today for like 20, or and I will like log out of this and like, we'll do it in private or whatever. But or I can do it right here if you want. But if you do want like an intensive personal love reading, then yeah, message me because they do take a while. Okay. So anyways, we do have the world card right here. Okay, the world is like I said, this is like literally like the feminine is actually like seeing like the world open up, and she's like seeing like things be illuminated that like weren't before. um the sun here, okay. The sun card here for the feminine, again, it's like she's grateful, and here she is like bathing in this. It's really cool, actually, really cool card. Oh wow, I love that, I just noticed that. Okay. I love when I notice things. Okay. So, like, I love when I notice new things in cards, is what I meant to say. Okay. So, this sun card here, oh my gosh, and there's a butterfly up there. So, this is again a brand new start. Okay. So, I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. I want you guys to. So, here she is in this like bath full of water, and there's lotuses. So, there's like definitely an energy of like, like rebirth, or like coming out of like lotuses grow in like dark mucky mud under like fresh water, and then like when they emerge from the water, they're these beautiful flowers. So we definitely get this energy of like being rebirthed or reborn into this like, again, like new sense. And there's this like baby hanging here by my finger. I don't know if you can see that. It's like hanging in the little like papoose there. She has this beautiful koi fish like coming at her. What I like is like there's this like trumpet or tuba or whatever, but I get this energy of like the horns are sounding, like it's this brand new like energy. She's like, you know what? Wow, like I'm totally looking at things like in a completely different, like what I thought was in darkness is now becoming like illuminated. And like, again, I feel like this was something within the feminine, and it's like, again, this like you faced it, you healed it, and you're like looking at this like, wow, I feel like I'm fresh, like I feel like open, I feel free, I feel like reborn, I feel cleansed. Like I really get this energy for feminine. um excuse me. So then we come out with financial constraints. So I with this, I really feel like the feminine is going from this feeling of like feeling strained or like lacking in something. And it's a 13, so that to me is like a death and rebirth energy. But what I'm getting here is not the death energy, I'm getting the rebirth energy. Okay, so I feel like you feminines may have been in this feeling for a long time, like kind of like looking at things like, wow, everything's so dark. Like, where is everything? Where are my ships? Where's my, where's my masculine, or like what's going on with this kind of energy, like wondering like where, where is it, like what's going on. Okay, like things were just in darkness, and just kind of like that like level. It's like the abyss almost is like the word I'm getting. It's like things, it was like this abyss, and like it just, and it was like not something that you were like trying to force or rush. Oh my goodness. I apologize. Okay. But I definitely get this energy for feminine where like she's coming out of this energy of like feeling like opening the cupboard and being like, where is everything? She's coming into this energy where it's like she's feeling, she's like, okay, like things are on their way. Like she's like, wow, I'm like like I know I'm not going to feel like this anymore. Like I know that this isn't, like I know that this is not what it is, because I, again, when this card is upright, this is illusion, delusion. And interesting, wow, I just noticed, I love my guides do when they do this. Okay, so I got to point this out. I just like noticed. So masculine has deceit, like he had been deceiving himself. maybe deceiving his feminine, maybe deceiving somebody else, in certain ways or whatever. And then in this, for feminine, the cards were like this, like in the literal same position, but masculine was up here and feminine was down here, right? So again, like I said, masculines are like coming out of this like deceit, like deceiving themselves, or like being under the impression that like this feminine like is not for them, or that they should be somewhere else, or they should be doing. And then for feminine, what I'm getting is like this energy of like not being an illusion anymore, like understanding like, oh, like the sun does exist, not everything is dark, not everything's going to be dark all the time. Like, and she's like literally like looking at these same flowers that are in the sun card, right? She's looking at these lotuses and she's like, these have to bloom somehow, right? They're here, so there has to be sun, like there has to be sunshine somewhere, right? Well, here it is. Like, okay. And we have these same flowers, okay? But now everything's like illuminated. So again, I feel like with whatever this was, okay, and we're going to get more into it, with whatever this was, it literally like brought feminine into like wow, like before I was in the illusion that like nothing was happening, or everything's in darkness, or I'm never going to know, or I'm never going to, and like now like poof, like there's like this rebirth of like, and I feel like this is a rebirth like really for like the feminine in this energy. Like it's like the masculine's releasing attachment and like maybe starting to tap into his intuition, and the feminine, like I said, like kind of maybe stepping into that masculine energy a little bit, but like having the courage to be like, holy shit, like I made it through, and like now here I am, like I am healed. And like whatever that was, it's like she's like grateful because it like brought something to light that like really needed to be, like addressed and like healed. Oh my gosh. And then the coolest thing about this, the other coolest thing, I keep like noticing new stuff. So we have the book here, which I had noticed that before, right? So to me, the book is like a new story. This isn't like a new chapter, it's like a whole new friggin' book. Okay. Like feminine is like just like, wow, like I got to like I finished that book. Now I get to like start this brand new book. Like great. It's it's a very free energy. Like I get this really free energy. Okay. What I noticed though, and what was like, ooh, um, was these paintbrushes. Okay, there's like one here, there's one there. So what I get with this is like feminine is like literally to like paint her world. Like she's ready to like you know, paint like a whole new canvas. She's ready to like just, be it's like being the creator. Like she like knows she's had all this courage, she's really persevered, which it's like almost like having this like wow, like I get to like paint like a whole new picture. Let's put it that way. Like I get to paint like a whole new picture, okay? And she's understanding that like wow, like like this is gone. This is like I'm not going to feel this way anymore. This is gone. Okay? So yeah. Okay. So the next deck that I'm using, okay, this is my deck. This is Pillars of Light Oracle. Okay, this is what the side looks like, and then we will look at some of the cards, but this is 78 cards, and again it's based on like all my artwork, my photographs, my life experiences, because I really wanted it to convey certain messages. Okay, so let me cut the deck and then shuffle. Okay, so Spirit, what can you tell me here about masculine? What's coming in for the masculine? Tell me about the sun card and the ecstasy card for masculine, please. Let me get one more. Okay, yeah. So yeah, geez, I love this. Okay, so comes up first. It's friendship, support, and let your guard down. Okay, so and it's like really like a feeling of like community, like coming together, like okay, like again knowing where the joy is. Like it's like knowing that like that pure joy is like like right there where like he's understanding that that's where the pure joy is. Like that's where he has the most fun. Like you guys may call each other like you're my best friend, or like I can be myself around you. Okay, like I can just be myself around you. The next card that comes up is confidence, and on the sign there it says I always what is it? I always face and conquer my fear. Okay, so again, that sun energy, it's like I want to be in the sun. Like I want to be confident. I want to be like bright. I don't want to be like living in like friggin' like shadows and like darkness and like with this mask on. Like I want to feel the sun on my face. Like I want to, usually if somebody's wearing a mask, it's because they're not confident. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Oh my goodness. So, and then there's the fire in the background, which I love because again, it's like that Aries energy. It's like confidence, like, let's do this. I'm ready. Like, let's go. Okay. So, Spirit, tell me about deceit here for the masculine. Tell me about deceit. Yeah. Okay. So, again, he realizes like he's been deceiving himself. Okay. And like maybe deceiving other people, or maybe it's like he felt like he couldn't speak up or like he couldn't be himself. Okay, there may be somebody in his life where he feels like he cannot be himself around that person, right? Like he has to wear this mask. Okay, the person might be like, no, well, you're supposed to do this, and like, what are you, crazy? What do you mean you're following your gut? Like, like constantly kind of like maybe like depleting his confidence and like making him feel like he's not supported and like he can't be himself and like he can't just walk in his truth, and maybe he feels like he can't like speak up. So that could be where the deceit comes from. I feel like it's kind of an energy of like all of those things together though. Like he feels like he's just been deceiving himself. He's not been himself by not being able to like speak his mind or like speak his heart to somebody. He just feels like, like what am I doing here? Like I'm literally like hiding behind this mask, and like look at this card. She's like in the dark, everything's gray. It's like there's no joy here. It's like stifled, but it's like he's taking this mask off by like really like you know beginning to listen to like his intuition. And again, this comes up with like stand your ground. So it's about like being confident and assured and like not letting somebody like push you into where they think you should be. Okay, it's and like I'm really getting like this old west picture. I mean, okay, but I'm getting this energy of like somebody coming in to like take your land, or like to like if they were like panning for gold, it was like somebody coming in to be like, give me this spot, and it's like, no, like back up. Like I will not allow you to do this anymore. And I really feel that this is like something where it's like they're really beginning to like step into their confidence, into their light, into their truth. They're like, okay, this crap that like I was doing because I felt like I had to like maybe like a people pleasing energy where like I thought I had to do this in order to be accepted, or I thought I had to do this in order to be loved. They're realizing like, holy shit, I don't have to do anything but just like be myself and be confident about who I am. And like, I know where the joy is and I know where that exists. Okay, Spirit, tell me about attachment here. Okay. I'm going to put that one back. The one that came up was goddess. And I'm, again, it's like that intuitive, like that intuitive power. And I also feel like attachment is kind of like maybe thinking of as feminine that way, like as goddess, but I'm going to put that one back. So Spirit, let me get, what is attachment in reverse here for masculine? Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that this card came up. So again, I love my guides, dude. So freaking cool. So again, releasing the attachment, right? Starting to like step into like intuition. And remember now, intuition is pure. Like our intuition is born by the universe. Okay. It's like it's our energetic antenna. Okay. So our mind, our egos are constantly being bombarded by like stimuli, whether it's like your family told you certain things, you have certain beliefs about certain things, you learned certain things, You know, just like culture tells you certain things. Okay. That's all stuff that is like put on you, not just him, like everybody. Like it's just, like human beings, we take in all this stuff, this external crap, right? But the purest thing about a human is like that internal compass. It's the intuition. And that is the thing that most of us are taught. We are taught this, that that's not real, or you're crazy, or whatever. Intuition literally is based on energy, and energy is everywhere. Energy exists in all things. It like science studies energy because it's all there is energy. Everything is energy. So I really feel like for attachment to be in reverse, again, it's like letting go of all that crap that made them feel like they were wearing a mask, all the crap that society put on them, all the crap that their culture taught them was this or that way, all the crap that their traditions or like their um like maybe the way they grew up, or maybe the things that their family believed, or the way, just all of that crap, right? Releasing the attachment to that, okay? Because he's starting to see like who he really is. Like he's really beginning to see like his essence, his like true essence, okay? And the card that comes up when I said attachment in reverse is masculine is like realizing like just the simplicity, right? Like I said, like the purest thing about humans is our intuition. It's our ability to connect with that inner compass because energy is just pure. There's no like, like like good energy just feels good, right? Crappy energy just feels crappy. And I really feel like masculine is like really realizing here, like, oh wow, like it's uncomplicated. Okay. It's just simple. Like when I feel good, like I feel good around this person. I feel like I'm in the sun. I feel like, there's ecstasy and joy here. Around in this other situation, wow, I really feel like I'm, deceiving myself, or I really feel like I'm not living to my truth, or I'm not like I have to hide myself. Okay. Um, but again, I really feel like he's coming into this energy of like realizing like wow, like the more I take off the mask, and the more I like walk away from like that identity, that persona that I thought I had to have in order to be liked, in order to be respected, in order to be whatever. I'm really realizing that like I'm like my own best friend, okay? My own BFF, all right? It's just simple, it's uncomplicated. Like I'm understanding that like my gut, my intuition, my true self, I'm understanding that that's where it's at, okay? I'm getting that that's like the good shit in life, okay? Spirit, tell me about himself here for wow, for divine masculine. These just want to fly out. Okay. So yeah, wow. Excuse me. So for himself, like I said, this is very like stepping into his power, like really like understanding himself, aligning with his true essence, aligning with his like natural power. You see here he has like antlers like a deer, you know what I mean? And like he's like this forest god. All right. His crown chakra is lit up, his third eye is lit up, his heart chakra is lit up. You know what I mean? Like this is a person who is just completely who they are. They are their true divine essence. Okay. So the card that comes up with that is explore the unknown. Okay. And this is a picture of lunch I had at a Burmese place one day. That is octopus there. So that was the first time I was trying that. Okay, but explore the unknown. Okay. And plus it looks like a little alien to me. So, you know, like aliens, the unknown, okay. Anyways, but explore the unknown here. Okay, so this is new for masculine. He's like, I really feel like this is something like he's literally never felt like this before. He's never felt like in his power, in his true essence. I don't think he's ever really known who he truly is. He's always had this like mask on, maybe he always had to be the funny guy. Maybe he always had to be the bad boy. Maybe he always felt like he had to be, like overly giving or overly like whatever it is. Okay. Like in order to be liked or accepted or, but he's realizing like, wow, I am like finally stepping into like my true divine essence, like who I'm really supposed to be. And then this card comes up in reverse. And in this way, that's, like well, it's a human sized voodoo doll, but it's control and then like free will. Okay. So I really feel like that this comes up in reverse because the masculine is realizing like, wow, I don't have to like be controlled under that persona anymore. I don't have to feel like I'm like being stifled. Do you know what I mean? Like being like made to do things I don't want to do or that don't feel right. Okay, like I want to step out of this energy and I want to like use my free will. Like I'm using my free will, to like tap into my intuition to explore the unknown. And I think the unknown is like these unknown parts of him, like where I don't think he ever realized like where like that like any of this existed within him. Okay. I think he's feeling a connection to spirit that's like nothing he's ever felt before. I think he's like again like tapping into this true divine essence of himself. He's understanding that like he is not just like a that he doesn't have to just like live in order to like fit into a certain mold that has been like that he was told to live in. Like he's like, no, that's not me. Like I don't want to just like do what I have to do. Like I want to be happy. I want to explore things that I never knew. Like, and I really feel like this is a like, like a really nice like light feeling for him as well. Okay, so spirit here. Let me get tell me about divine feminine here. Well, actually, let me tell me about the thinking man for divine feminine. What is the thinking man for feminine? Oh, wow, there we go. Okay, yeah. So the thinking man, soul practice, rituals. Okay, and I don't know if you guys could see this picture, but it's like three goddesses like around the water's edge, like just they're like in their element. They're naked, they're pure, and they're just honoring like themselves. They're honoring nature. They're honoring the like natural again, and this just goes along with the crystal in this man's hand. It's like honoring like the true essence of something, the true beauty, like seeing it in a new way. And this card right here in this photo I took, you're actually looking at the water's reflection up on top there. The bottom of the photo is actually like the real statues. The reason I put it this way is because like you almost can't tell like where the water begins and the land begins. Do you know what I mean? So I flipped it because the reflection was so clear. And again, it's about that alternate perception of the feminine. We talked about that in the first cards here. She's seeing something like in a whole new way. And again, this thinking man, I feel like this could be the man coming into her who's like looking at things in a whole new way. But I also feel like this is feminine, like, wow, like it's like looking at it, and I don't want to say like without emotion, but it's like really looking at it like in a really like considerate, like level-headed, clear way. Like, wow, I'm like so glad this came up. I'm so glad that I was able to heal this. I'm so glad this information came to light. And you're looking at it in a way where you're like, wow, wow, like I'm grateful. This could have been information that was like maybe hard to hear. It could have been information that you didn't expect, whatever it was, but I feel like it was like liberating. Okay, and that's like definitely like what I'm getting here. It's like very like a very like liberating type of energy here. Okay, and the same with the thinking man. He's holding this crystal and he's like, wow, I didn't know there was like so much power here. Do you know what I mean? Like looking at it in a completely different way here. Okay, so spirit, let me get. Okay. Tell me about the world for feminine, please. Tell me about the world for feminine. Yeah. Okay, I love this. So, feminine, you're coming out of that illusion, okay? So, whatever the illusion was, like the illusion could have been like maybe masculine didn't have feelings for you, maybe masculine forgot about you, maybe masculine doesn't care to make an effort, like if you guys are in a relationship, like it could be like the illusion, like whatever that illusion was, or like whatever that projection was, is now not there. Like you are now, like I said, seeing things in a whole new light. And you could actually be like looking at your masculine this like way, like, wow, he's so mature and he's like thinking and he's like really like considerate and like really like, coming through with like respect and reverence and compassion and thoughtfulness. Okay. And again, that also like goes with like when you do a ritual or like your soul practice, that is all about being like thoughtful and like mindful, right? It's about like compassion and consideration. It's about like really like looking at something with sovereignty. Okay. Yeah, like with reverence. Okay. So with the world card comes out alternate possibilities. So like I said, you may have been under the illusion that there was no alternate possibility, like that everything was just in darkness and like that's it. Like you knew that there like I feel like there's like that there's rebirth here or that like something else can take place or something else can come in, but you weren't like sure, you know what I mean? Like you were like, there has to be sun here somewhere. Like there has to be sunlight in order for these flowers to grow. And then, well, here it is. You're finally seeing that sunlit side of the world. And you're like, wow, there really are alternate possibilities. Like things are not what they seem, things are not the way I exactly perceive them to be. Things are not that illusion that I thought they were. Things are now I see that there's alternate possibilities. The illusion was that there were no alternate possibilities. The reality is that there are alternate possibilities for you, feminine. So, Spirit, tell me about the sun here for feminine, please. Tell me about the sun for feminine. Why is the sun here for feminine? Okay. Oh, I love this. So cool. I love my guides. Okay, so what did I say about like being rebirthed, reborn? You're painting your own story. It's like you're in control now. And it's not a controlling energy either. This is like an abundant energy, but like you have a new book, feminine. You have a new book. You're painting a new picture, right? The horns are trumpeting or blazing. There's this brand new baby here, so it's like fresh new energy. You're feeling fresh, you're feeling cleansed, you're feeling fine. And what comes up with that is horizons and go the distance. Okay, because you now see like, wow, like you're looking to the horizon, you're like, dude, there is so much possibility here. And then the other card to come up for you guys, which I love, oh my gosh, it just fits right with it. Feminine, you are feeling confident and self-assured and sexy and valued and worthy, and you are like, I will accept nothing less. You are in this empress energy. You are creating, okay? You are, like I said, there's birth and fertility here. There's the paintbrushes, which is creation and like painting your new picture. You have these beautiful lotuses around you, which shows that like you've been through the crap, you have been through the darkness, and you are now emerging into the light. The sun is literally shining on you, and this is your brand new beginning, feminine. You are stepping into your power, like your true self. You are self assured. You're nurturing. You're loving. You are sexy. You are powerful. You are a manifester. Okay. You are bringing it all in. You are intuitive. Okay. You're logical. You are all the things. Okay. I love that that card came up for you. And that is, like I said, courage was your first card in that position. Okay. Because courage doesn't mean that you're not scared or that that you're totally sure. It means you just go forward anyways. Like, you know, it had to be done. You know, you had to do this healing. You know, you had to like do what you had to do, right? Um, yeah, like I really feel like this is just beautiful energy. Okay, Spirit, tell me about financial constraints for feminine, please. Financial constraints for feminine. This is beautiful energy. Okay, tell me about financial constraints for feminine, please. There we go. Oh my goodness. This is so cool. So, like I said, you are getting to the place where you may have felt like you were lacking before. And I said it before. I'm like, I don't feel that this is a death energy. I feel like this is a rebirth energy where, like, you now know that even though you felt like, even though maybe in the recent past or whatever, you felt like when you looked into your cupboard that it was like full of cobwebs and there was like no abundance there, right? Well, like I said, it was a rebirth energy for me. And what is being rebirthed is hope, vision, and trust. Okay? Because you're stepping into that divine feminine, that confident empress energy where you're like, I know shit is coming to me because I am the empress. I'm fertile. I'm abundant. I'm sexy. I'm valuable. I'm worthy. I am like, I deserve the best. This is meant for me. Like, all of these, I have goosebumps. I have goosebumps. Um, yeah, it's like you're going with the flow. We have the water here in the background, and it's just like literally like there's clarity here. It's like you're just going with the flow, and you're like, I trust everything is going to work out because that's what the Empress does. The Empress does not force things. She knows that there is everything beautiful, like right on the horizon. Okay. She knows that. She knows that she is going to go far. Like she knows that she is just meant for everything beautiful: joy, love, happiness, abundance, health, respect, value, like feminine. I love this. I love this. They're telling me check bottom of the deck. Oh my God. Shut up. Okay, bottom of the deck, believe in magic. This is a fairy garden you're looking at. Okay. I built it with my friend's daughters. They put in all the fairies. I just built the garden, but they did all the fairy decorating. Isn't it cute? Anyways, I wish this lens was better. So believe in magic. And then we have surprises. Surprises coming. All right. Again, just trust that the surprises are coming your way. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So, feminine. I believe these are meant for you. So, we have reset, reassess, realign, recalibrate. So, this means take care of yourself, rejuvenate. Like, let this all sink in for you, okay? Like, excuse me. Whatever has come up for you, this new and again, it's like this new way of looking at things, because before it was like you were looking at things in this kind of frame of mind, like, wow, where is it? Like where's my counterpart? Like, what's going on? Like, where is it? Okay. And feeling like you didn't have that anymore or something. I feel like what's coming in for you is, again, it's about like holding that vision. Like, and it's about like when it says hope, I really feel that this is more of like trust. Like, have hope, because hope is beautiful in all things. You want to like, hope is that beautiful feeling, but the Empress doesn't, you don't need hope. Just know it's coming. Like, you know it's coming. Trust your vision. Trust that, literally, trust that all of those beautiful things that are under the sun are literally like right up on the horizon for you. Okay. So I really get like that's where like I said, just like take a time out, let this all sink in, let yourself acclimate to it. The next card here is self-love. Another trust again and just own it. But this is about trusting yourself. Okay. This is about trusting that you are the empress. You are worthy. You are valuable. You are sexy and phenomenal and smart and abundant, and just own it. And the empress isn't like conceited or like whatever about it, but it's like exuding that unconditional love, not only to everybody, but yourself first, because you cannot give it to other people unless you have it within. Okay. Unless you show it to yourself on a regular basis. That love, that compassion. Okay. You just got to like walk that runway, girl, and just own it. Okay. You got to just know that you are as deserving of self-love and unconditional love as you're willing to give to other people, as you're willing to give to your masculine counterpart. Okay. Because if you don't give it to yourself, nobody else is going to give it to you. You know what I mean? So you just got to like reside in that energy. The next one here is transmutation. So again, you've been through the fire. All right. Things are changing. Things are transmuting, which means like you're looking at things in a different way. You're looking at yourself in a different way. You're like, damn, I am powerful. I am, abundant. I am worthy. I am fruitful. I am intuitive. I do trust my intuition. I do trust that I know what's best for me. I do know what I deserve and what I don't deserve. Okay. So your self-image is transmuting, your perception of the way things are or the way things are supposed to be are transmuting. Because you're this gentle warrior. Okay. You're a gentle warrior. You have had the courage, even though there were times maybe when you were scared, didn't feel confident, didn't feel abundant. You kept going, feminine. You kept going. You're the gentle warrior, okay? And you do. It's like in Maori culture, this was one of the henna designs I did a few years back on somebody, but in Maori culture, the more like you level up in your clan or your tribe, the more facial tattoos you get, like showing your actual status, okay? Like showing your actual status. Okay? The next card here is meditate. Okay. And meditate means to like heal. It means to like go within. It means to like actually, like I said, where is it? Reset, reassess, realign, and recalibrate. Meditation is going to help you do that. Okay. It's going to help you center yourself. It's going to help you find what's in that great spiral, in the center of the mandala. And maybe that's what this is telling you. Maybe it's saying use mandalas to meditate, but it's definitely to rest, recalibrate, and recenter yourself. Okay. And meditation's being advised for you, feminine. And then we have the new story, brand new book. Like I said, got a brand new book you're starting, ladies. And I mean, sorry, feminines, not gender specific, but brand new book, guys. Okay, brand new book. You are literally stepping in to like and this is like these are your ascended masters. I had if you guys ever want to know the story of like a piece of artwork or like a photo on one of my cards, just ask and I'll tell you. But very quick, this is like the ascended masters and like the higher universal knowledge being like downloaded to you, okay? Or being like given to you. Like you are understanding things in a whole new light. We have the tree of life back here, okay? You are literally like ascending, okay? And you are becoming, like I said, you are stepping into that divine feminine energy. All right? You're coming out of that energy of lacking and you're coming into that like fully abundant fully abundant, successful, connected, okay? Connected to, that's the word I'm getting, is connected to the universe. You're literally stepping into your light. And you're like, you have like been chosen because you have been that gentle warrior. So it's like the gift, the universe is like bestowing the gifts on you because you've done the work. You've done it. Okay. Let me just, I'm gonna ask one more card. So spirit, sure. Okay. So what is likely to come in? What blessings are coming in between masculine and feminine? Okay, and they want me to, okay, shuffle and flip. Blessings or abundance that are coming in between masculine and feminine. The Chariot. Fast forward movement, success, confidence. This card means all of that. In this Chariot, they're not on their way yet, but it's coming in. And you can see that the white horse here, which represents to me spirit or energy, spirit and energy is ready. You're ready. You're at the helm of the Chariot right there. You're ready. In the physical, there's still maybe a little more work. Okay. Or like, just like a little more, like a few more loose ends. You can see the black horse there. He's just kind of like looking down at like, the turtle on the ground or something, or like whatever. It's like he has something else to take care of here. Okay. But the white horse, which I feel like is like divine spirit, it's definitely, the energy is there. Feminines, the energy is there. Okay. And spirit, tell me a little more about the Chariot here. More about the Chariot. Okay. Spirit, tell me more about the Chariot here. Okay. More about the Chariot. What else is coming in? Blessings and abundance for masculine and feminine together. What else? Whoa. Oh my goodness. Passionate new beginning. So the Chariot is leading you guys to this passionate new beginning. Okay. And this is between the two of you. Passionate new start, passionate new beginning. There could be like spirituality involved. Maybe you guys are connecting on a spiritual level somewhere. And then, like, as you can see, there's this, like, I don't know if you can see it, tiny little fairy, like, sitting up on this lantern. But it's almost, she's like waiting. She's like, all right, come on. I'm ready. I'm ready to show you like all the cool new stuff I know. Because feminine, you have stepped into the divine light. Okay. And it's like you're like, come on, let's go. I have like cool stuff to show you. Let's go. Come on. Okay, in spirit. Let's see. What else? What other positive shifts will be coming for between masculine and feminine? Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is faded, and this came up in like reverse. The reason I feel like this came up in reverse is because like you guys have completed your karma with each other. So whatever karma you guys had to like clear up between you two, or like in your, respective lives, I really feel like the wheel is like turned, and like this is the start of a fresh new cycle. What did I say? Where is it? It's like a whole new book, baby. It's like not just a new chapter. It's literally a brand new book. Okay. And then on the bottom, we have the King of Fire. So I feel like this is very much, this is a very confident king, very passionate. But in this card, what I love is like he looks like an old, like, he has the halo around his head here, which is the sun, but it also represents spirituality, okay, and being enlightened. And if you can see here on his face, it looks like a phoenix mask. So it's like, again, the way he looks at things, his perception is like reborn. It's like God, it's like being reborn from the ashes, okay? And the phoenix is a highly spiritual bird that could represent like a spiritual transformation. But he's like looking at things in like a whole new, like through this like phoenix mask. Not mask, but like phoenix filter, we'll call it a phoenix filter. Okay. And he has an open heart here. Like his heart is open, and like, look at, there's all these like greens and like, like growing, like beautiful, like abundant in his heart space. Oh, I love this. And I'm not going to take these, but I just want to look at them. Okay. I'm not taking these, but I do want to mention, like, this is so cute. So awesome. I am taking them. Okay. So, what just kind of fell off the top of the deck here is the two of earth. And in this deck, what I love is like, so it's like somebody who's like literally like looking, the sun is above her. She's like weighing it out. So this could be like you feminine, or maybe it was like both of you in your respective lives and situations. But it was like, okay, this choice here is like, yeah, these are both equal size coins, right? They both, they're both equal. Either way, I have a coin, right? I have a pentacle, but the sun is shining on both of them. And this one is like way, way shinier. This one is like makes me feel way more abundant or way more joyful. This one looks like the better choice. This one looks like I should take this one instead of that one. So I really feel like both of you are in this energy where it's like, wow, like I really like, now I see that these coins are not equal. These coins are not equal. I want this one. Look how shiny and beautiful this one is. Look how this one lights my face. Look how this coin makes me feel like it's the sun, like the rays of the sun on my face. Okay. A brand new start, a passionate new start, the messenger of fire. Okay. This could be a passionate message to you, feminine, or between you two. This could be like a, like, hey, like you really light my fire, like you really light my candle. I really feel like warm and abundant and deep with you. This is really beautiful, or hey, I really feel like, like I've been like, my world has been dark without you. You know what I mean? This could be like a message like that. And then the two of water, the two of cups. That's beautiful, right? So positive new shifts between you guys. I love this. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. We're gonna call it that. But I really thank you for joining me. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. If you liked the reading or liked the deck that I used, please give me a comment down below. Give it a like, give it a share. The more you like or comment, the more my videos get, like, YouTube like shows them to more people, or like whatever. If you really liked it, please subscribe. I would love it. And I would just be so honored. Like I said, this deck is available for purchase, the Pillars of Light. All the information is down below in the description. And it can be used by itself or with tarot. It's 78 cards. And it really shuffles really nicely, which I love. But anyways, again, personal readings, I am available for that. So just go ahead and message me. We can definitely set you up with an appointment. Thank you so much, guys. I just felt called to come here do this today. The energy was calling. Okay. And look at you, divine feminines. I'm proud of you and you're awesome. And keep going, because it's all good. Everything's there on the horizon. So thank you. Jay, if you're still there, let me know before I shut off. And then if you want a reading, we could do one. But thank you, guys. I'm going to close this out right now. And so I really appreciate you guys joining me. Keep doing what you're doing. You guys are rocking it. Love you. Bye.